Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks the new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. No night divine, oh night divine. Led by the light, a face serenely beaming, with glowing hearts, by his cradle we stand. Over the world the star is sweetly gleaming. Now come the wise men from Orient land. The King of Kings lay thus in lowly manger, in all our trials, born to be our friend. He knows our need, our weakness is no stranger. Behold your King, before him lowly bend. Behold your King, before him lowly bend. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains he shall break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, with all our hearts we praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord, than ever ever praise we. His power and glory evermore proclaim.
Afternoon all. Hello. Signs of life. Wonderful. I've so enjoyed this afternoon. Thank you so much. I'm going to take my mask off so that those who benefit from lip reading can see what I'm saying. I'm going to be talking to you for about 5 to 10 minutes, probably more like 5 than 10. I know. We got a little amen at the front there. So I'm just going to talk to you about just a couple of thoughts that strung together at this time of the year. And there's a couple of bits in the Bible which you can watch online later if you're making notes of things that I'm saying. But hopefully there'll be a snippet of this. A bit like that table over there. There are some things over there that you'll like. There are some things you haven't listened to or tried before. And there'll be some things you'll be like, that's not for me. That's absolutely fine. I've already used up 45 seconds of my 5 minutes, so I best get cracking. Isaiah talks about the people walking in darkness have seen a great light, and those living in the land of deep darkness. And Christ is often referred to as the light of the world. And we've been talking a lot about light today and our candles. We light a candle for peace, and may it lead the way. And we need light at this time, don't we? You know, as people come to terms with the system, you know, this horrendous news that our social care system failed baby Arthur, which has prompted almost like a national cry of why from our society. We see people being, as we've talked about earlier, and it's so lovely to have all of our guests here today, young people who have been faced with such a stark choice as to what to do. And obviously Jesus was an asylum seeker. He spent his early childhood being evacuated to another country because it was unsafe, because innocent lives were being killed. And it probably wasn't a very easy choice, and therefore I would urge all of us who are able to prayerfully consider how we can help in this circumstance, in this situation. And it's so lovely to see you all today. And yet, we obviously want to do all we can with our light. So it talks about the light, but we have light inside of us as well. What can we do to turn the world blue? What can we do to turn the world blue? What can we do to bring about a little bit more change in our world? We go on to see that Jesus is described as the wonderful counselor and the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And, you know, it says that in our world today, whether you are someone who has faith or has not, you know, this idea of that there is a promise coming, there is a hope coming, is something that brings comfort at this time. You know, our month, we're starting the month now. Who knows what the end of the month might bring? Changes are happening every day, and it's tragic that it feels like we've been here before. And yet, through this manner of uncertainty, through this difficult time, we have a light ourselves. We have a light of hope. We have a light of peace. You are a light giver. At this time of the year, when it takes 40 minutes to walk from Primark to the town hall because there are so many beer market festival stalls and you know, those little, I love those little marshmallow cakes with all the different flavors. I don't know if you've had them. They're like 12 quid for a fiver, and they're so nice. But, you know, you walk past all of these things, and actually it is a busy time. You know, I was trying to struggle through the crowds yesterday, and, you know, it is, our world gets caught up in this next month. But just remember that you are a light giver. You are an agent of grace. You're an agent of truth. You're an agent of hope. You're an agent of change, and you're an agent of love. The light that's talked about in Isaiah, to those who believe, is inside of us, and to those who don't believe, light, we all know that light illuminates the darkness. And, you know, those who go with Christmas in faith, you know that we have that blessed assurance and anchor that Christ is the light of the world, and we find rest in the words of love and life that this season brings. The gift of Jesus, however you read it, is the greatest gift anyone could ever give to anyone. Light in darkness. Light to a lost world. Light, something that directs us and gives us life. And, in Genesis 1, verse 1, God said, let there be light. Before that, there was just darkness. And, think about that. I want us just to reflect on those areas of our lives where we might see darkness. We might, maybe not happening to us, but to others. How can we bring light? How can we be that agent of grace? And I'm just going to finish. I told you I'd be 5 minutes, Gary. And I'm just going to finish with something from Matthew 5, where Jesus said, you are the light of the world, a town built on a hill which cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. Metaphorically, we have our worlds, don't we? We have our houses, we have our people in our houses. And the challenge for us at this time is to think about how can we bring light. Some of us may not feel like we have a lot to give, but there's a story in the Bible where Jesus talks about a woman who gave so little, and he said that because she gave her all, she gave a lot more than the Elon Musks of the day. In the same way, let your light shine. The light of the world that comes at this time of the year is in each and every one of us. Let your light shine so that it may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. And I'm quite famous for finishing with a song. I won't finish with the song, but if you'd like to Google this little light of mine when you get home and then sing away, then you will know what I would have said. Thank you all very much. And that concludes the reflection. We're now going to have set number 2 from Eeek. And it's quite poignant that their first song kind of talks about this idea of sharing your light. Go tell it on the mountain. Over to you guys.
I'll also have you know, my name's Lucy, which comes from the Latin for light. So there you go.
I don't know what my name means.
It literally is light on stage. Danielle means gorgeous. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching over silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when lo, above the earth rang out the angels' chorus that hailed our Savior's birth. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Down in a lonely manger, the humble Christ was born. And God sent us salvation that blessed Christmas morn. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. I said, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Oh yeah! Jesus Christ is born. Jesus Christ is born. She tries to go into the Beatles every time. We tell her no.
Okay. This one you should know.
You're very quiet today. Very quiet. Have you not had enough mince pies yet? Is that what it is? Clearly not. Okay.
Go for it.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive a King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat the sounding joy. Joy, unspeakable joy, overflowing well, no tongue can tell. Joy, unspeakable joy, rises in my soul, never lets me go. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders, wonders of his love. Joy, unspeakable joy, overflowing well, no tongue can tell. Joy, unspeakable joy, rises in my soul, never lets me go. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Ready, man? Yes.
Are you hanging up your stockings on the wall? It's the time that every Santa has a ball. Does he ride a red-nosed reindeer? Does a ton upon his sleigh? Do the fairies keep him sober for the day? So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. Are you waiting for the family to arrive? Are you sure you got the room to spare inside? Does your granny always tell you that the old ones are the best when she's up and rock and rolling with the rest? So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. What would your daddy do when he thought your mommy kissing Santa Claus? Are you hanging up your stockings on the wall? Are you hoping that the snow will start to fall? Do you ride on down the hillside in a buggy you have made? When you fall and bump your head when you've been slayed. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun.
Couple more. Come on, man.
Thank you for having us today. This has been the fourth Christmas Carol gig we've done with you guys.
Fifth.
And it's one of our favourite gigs of the year, you know.
Sometimes we do no gigs in between.
We don't, we just save it all for Christmas.
Wheel us out for Christmas.
Yes.
Like Slade.
Yeah, pretty much. And this one.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it.
It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old man Jude. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in at 10 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I know you love me. I can see a better time when all the world turns blue. They've got bars, biggest bars, they've got rivers of gold. When the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old. Couldn't concentrate my hands on that cold Christmas Eve. You promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome, you were pretty, Queen of New York City. When the band started playing, they howled out the ball. Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing, and we kissed on the corn and danced through the night. And the boys of the NYPD choir were singing, "Go away, babe," and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. You're a bum, you're a punk, you're an old mud-on junk, living there almost dead on that drip in that bed. You're scumbag, you're magic, you're cheap and you're haggard. Every Christmas you are, pray God it's all love. And the boys of the NYPD choir still singing, "Go away, babe," and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. And the boys of the NYPD choir still singing, "Go away, babe," and the bells were ringing out on Christmas Day. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la 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 da da da. And the boys of the NYPD choir still singing, "Go away, babe." I love you. And the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
So, that almost concludes the end of our gathering together today, and obviously thank you so much for coming in the wind and rain and other standard British weather in December. The band do have one more song, but wanted to notify you that on the back of your programme, you'll see that there are a range of other Christmas events happening. This is almost like the kick-off for 3, 4, 5 weeks of a busy time. And you're more than welcome to come to any of it, some of it, or none of it. But please keep in touch. And if this is your first time here, there is a card that we'd love for you to fill in so that we can keep in touch, encourage and support you. And so, yeah, thank you very much for coming. Over to Tash.
I'm going to share the blessing that we share each week when we gather, which is this. May we live fully, may we love wastefully, and may we have the courage to be all that God has created us to be. God bless you.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. And faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. So hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful Christmas. Gin and tonic, please.